What's up, NASCAR Heat fans? Welcome back to the NASCAR Heat 2 career mode. We are still in the hot seat phase and we are about to go to Iowa Speedway. First of all, I'd like to thank you guys yesterday who sent my last video where I discovered the game-breaking glitch which deletes your career mode save to 704 games because Sean Wilson, one of the developers of the game, actually got in contact with me on Twitter, and throughout last night I tried to, we were in the DMs, and I tried to help him figure out exactly what caused my save to get deleted, and in reward for that, they actually sent me the Hot Pass for free. So now I have all the DLC, and will have all the DLC for NASCAR Heat 2 installed on my game. So big shout out to 704 Games, and we'll see where it goes now having a contact who knows about the channel at 704. Hopefully there'll be some collaboration in the future, but we'll see how that goes. We've got Iowa Speedway today. I am very excited. We get to drive the FDNY number 28. We get to replace Brian Duzat. But more importantly, we get to race at Iowa Speedway, which I am very excited to do. I did a video earlier this week racing Xfinity at Iowa, so I'm expecting the trucks are going to be just as crazy. So let's get into it. So here we are at Iowa Speedway. We need a top 15 finish in this truck right here. Interesting livery, definitely gives me that fire truck vibe, which obviously they're going for because it's about, there's literally the team name is the Fire Department of New York Racing, so you would hope that it gives a fire truck vibe. But Iowa Speedway, very short track, but it races like a super speedway. Let's qualify, but I think we're going to skip right to the race because I'm pretty sure I know how it's gonna go. Actually, let's show qualifying off, even though I know how we're going to end up. Because I'd like to show off Iowa Speedway in the daytime, because I'm pretty sure the truck race is at night, as we'll turn on the rearview mirror for absolutely no reason. So, one to go, presented by Credit One Bank, and I definitely got in there a little too hot. Car, very understeery, and then we just kind of drove not too well off of the corner, so let's see what we can do driving all the way down to the bottom. Using a little bit of apron there. You have to be careful of the apron here at Iowa. It will spin you out. But that's a lap of Iowa Speedway. Very quick, but very slow for me because we are a good 1.5 seconds off the pace. Not as bad as it has been in the past, but certainly not as good as it could be. So let's get to the race. So here we are, ready to go for a top 15 finish here at Iowa Speedway. Let's see what we can do as we go to the green, dive to the inside with 14 laps to go in stage 1. So it's going to be a pretty long race considering how long the first stage is. And you'd assume the second stage is going to be slightly shorter or exactly the same length. But like I said, it's a short track that runs like a super speedway. As you can see, 3 wide, easily done. As we go under Mayat Snyder. Somebody told me in the comments you actually pronounce it that way, so that's how I will pronounce it from now on until told otherwise by a representative of Mayat. But we go 3 wide there with Snyder and Cobb. Couldn't quite pull it off. The 45 truck, who we already have interest from that team in us. He's trying to look to the outside. Let's take a look at the fuel. We got 16 laps of fuel. So if I short pit at the end of this stage, we can theoretically make it to the end of the next stage without pitting. So I'm thinking I'm going to try a strategy like that because it seems like track position is going to be very important in this one. Because the trucks are very, very fast here. Or at least the AI trucks are. As we get in behind Snyder here, get a draft down the main straightaway. We got 11 laps to go in the stage, but I do have to remember that if I'm going to pit early, I need to do it before 3 laps to go. So really I should pit in at 4 laps to go. But we'll see how that works out. I could also theoretically pit at the start of stage 2. I actually think I might do that instead. Yeah, that's what the strategy is going to be. So we're going to race hard in this stage and pit early in stage 2 so that we can hopefully take the lead at the end of the stage and maybe actually pull off a win in that stage. If not, we'll be able to run in clean air, hopefully at least. But we'll see. This is going to be... I'm going to try some crazy strategy here because I don't necessarily need this truck. I'd much rather have Shiggy's truck, even though this is supposedly a 4-star truck. Not really sure how that's possible because it feels pretty slow. As we get into Peck just a little bit there. Yeah, 3 wide. Quaffle goes to the inside. Well, we gained a position and lost a position, so we really had a net gain of 0. 8 laps to go in the stage. Whoa! Yeah, for sure, easy. As we almost got spun out there by Todd Peck. And we lose several positions from driving it off way too hard into turn number 1. Yep. Greenfield going to the inside, so we're losing spots once again. We'll get a draft down the main straightaway. Dive it down into turn 1 as best I can. A little bit of argy-bargy between myself and Greenfield. 3 wide with Bell to the outside. And we're still 3 wide. So much 3 wide racing. As there goes Jennifer Joe down to the inside. So we've fallen from 23rd to 27th. Lost 4 spots here. As Greenfield and Cobb managing to pull away just a little bit. Let's get that draft down the main straightaway, or down the back straightaway. I guess I could call it the main straightaway only because it's the only straightaway on the track. I mean, this isn't really a straight here, it's kind of a curve. As we cross the start-finish line, 5 laps to go in the stage. We get underneath Jennifer Joe, but she's going to pull back around the outside. The spotter is telling me to go easy. Dive it down to turn 3. We got around Jennifer Joe. And now to the back of Clay Greenfield. Let's see what we can do here. We've got 4 laps to go in the stage. On the brakes. Ooh, can we sneak down to the inside? I'm worried about running that low on the apron. We bounce off the 68 truck. And actually managed to pull around him. But here comes Greenfield back to the outside. We've got 8 laps to go in the 8 laps to go on fuel, 3 laps to go in the stage. We're gonna see how long the next stage is, but I'm suspecting it's not 5 laps. So I'll definitely bring the truck in early in the next stage, and we'll see if we can really pull off a wacky strategy. It worked at Dover, so it's possible it could work here as well. Stage 2 or stage 1, 2 laps to go, so now it's illegal to pit for sure. So we get up behind Mills and possibly move up into 24th before the end of the stage. Oh, I really tried to outbrake him there into turn 3. Didn't quite pull it off. We're going to have to draft down the main stretch here. 1 to go. But obviously it's going to be, we're probably going to get the stage end here on the back straightaway, considering how far we've kind of fallen behind. So it's more advantageous to be ahead of the 42 truck as we get down here right to the apron. I can't believe the truck hung on there. So 24th in the first stage, but we're going to pull off hopefully a crazy strategy here in the second, and we're going to see what's going to happen. So everybody is pitting at the end of this stage. Ooh. I'm going to stay out. I'm going to stay out. This is probably a terrible idea, but we're going to take the lead. We're going to hang on to the lead as long as I can and pull into the pits and hopefully not lose too much time as we go back to racing in stage number 2 with 12 laps in this stage to run. So I think maybe everybody might end up running out of fuel. We'll have to wait and see. Crafton and Christopher Bell all making moves. I'm going to block them both, but I was looking in my mirrors and not looking at the corner. And Crafton's going to sneak to the inside. So Crafton down to the inside. as well as Austin Cindric. Ryan Truex down there. And we're going to sneak all the way to the inside. Try to make it 3 wide for the lead. Not going to happen. Obviously, we're on older tires anyway. Fuel, 4 laps to go. Well, oh, Cindric got very slow there. Very slow there. Managed to screw me up and allowed Truex and Briscoe to easily get through. John Hunter Nemechek down to the inside. Todd Gilliland. 3 laps to go on fuel. Now we'll stay with this lead pack for as long as we can as Cindric and Nemechek. It looked like Cindric kind of blocked Nemechek there as we're going to go 3 wide with Friesen and Gilliland. Ooh, that was close. That was almost the truck getting turned around there. And Friesen is slow in the center. As Noah Gragson comes around. Oh, yellow. Perfect. Wow, that was perfect. That's exactly what I needed. So I'm going to come into the pits, repair the truck since we're going to be pretty much last anyway. We're going to try to loosen the truck up just a little bit, add some tape. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can do on this restart. 31st, but we pitted, so we're as far up on fuel as we can possibly get on everybody else. So let's take a look at 18 laps. That won't get us to the end of the final stage, that's for certain, as TJ Bell has a big problem there on the restart, and he did not get going. So it looks like TJ Bell may be the first mercy kill by the game. Thankfully it didn't, well, I guess I shouldn't say thankfully. I wish it would have happened further up in the pack. So I would have had a truck that I could have overtaken, or a lot of trucks I could have overtaken easily. But let's see what we can do here with fresh tires. Dive it down the inside. Still understeering like a, well, I was going to say understeering like a truck, but I feel like that's not an insult when you are actually talking about a truck. As we, whoa, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. And they're spinning. 49 truck really in trouble. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was really unfortunate. I really tried down to the inside. It's a real shame that I managed to. This may be the first hot seat challenge that I screw up. So you can just see the transition. If you look closely, you can see the transition down there. You can kind of run it, but if you put too many wheels down there, you're going to be in trouble. And that's what happened to me. So let's see if we can make up some time here, as we've got 2 laps to go in the stage, so it's not going to kill us the way this is going. And I wish I knew how many laps. We've got 14 laps of fuel left. And we've got 1 lap to go in the stage. It's possible that I think I may stay out in this stage at the end of this stage. It's possible that nobody's going to be able to make it to the end of the final stage. We'll have to wait and see, but it looks like we're going to come home P25. And we've got 10 spots to make up. So let's see what the pit strategy is going to be. Nobody is pitting. We've got 21 laps remaining. Oh, you know what? I'm going to pit. I'm going to take a real strategy leap here. I'm going to bet on some yellow. We're going to bet on some yellow, repair the truck, take 4 tires, loosen her up just a little bit more, and let's see what we can do here. So there's 2 trucks, a lap down, TJ Bell and Joe Nemechek. Or Nemechek. Joe Nemechek. As we get racing here. We get underneath Chavo, as I think somebody in the comments told me how to pronounce it. But then again, I could have completely taken that wrong. So we've got 17 laps of fuel. There are 21 remaining in the race. We need some yellow. But we also, you know, I mean, we haven't lost the lead. Actually, 17 laps to go, 17 on the fuel. What? Oh, did I just do that? Oh my gosh. Well, 16 laps of fuel, so it's going to be super close. We may be running out, coming to the line, but if everybody else has to pit, this is a short track. May lap the field, and that may not be an issue. Man, this is going to be interesting. And that was not interesting. So I get absolutely mullered by, well, the 68 truck. Do not bring out a yellow. Well, that blows. That was instant karma. Well, this may be some really interesting stuff because I've just completely destroyed the front of my truck. Oh dear. Okay. Well, this is going to be the come-from-behind victory of all victories if we can pull this off. So we've got 15 laps of fuel, 14 on the back straightaway. So it's going to hit 0 on the last lap as we're crossing the back straightaway. Ooh, that's a bit close for me. That is a bit close for me. 14 laps to go, 14 on the fuel. We're just going to have to see what... Oh, this is going to be... This is going to be a crazy finish. And just watch, nobody's going to pit, of course, but, you know. So, they should be... Maybe they don't know I can make it. If they don't know I can make it, these guys maybe are going to try to stretch it to the end, not realizing that I can theoretically make it, and I am on the lead lap. We're going to have to wait and see. Man, this is going to be a tense 13 laps, because if I can BS a win out of this, in a race where I have not felt terribly competitive, we're going to see. This is very, very interesting, to say the least. So we've got 12 laps. Where are we going to hit 11? We hit 11. Haven't hit 11 yet. We hit 11 coming out of 4. We hit 11 laps coming out of 4. So now we're going to run out coming out of 4. Oh my gosh. So our aerodynamics are... We could theoretically take a wrecked truck to victory lane. And then theoretically, doesn't that lock us into the playoffs? This will be interesting. If we can win. There are trucks in the pits. Trucks in the pits. We move up to 24th position. So, no, actually up to 23rd. There are 5 trucks in the pits. And those were a lot of the leaders. So they're smart. They're trying to undercut me. They're trying to get out there on fresh tires and chase me down. As we come out of turn number 4 and waiting for it to switch over to 9 laps right at the line. Oh boy, we're going to run out right at the line now. Oh, good grief. And here we come out right with the trucks that were the lead trucks and are now the lap trucks. As we're going to bash Shiggy's truck out of the way. And I hope that doesn't bring out a yellow, because that will absolutely screw me. It doesn't look like it has. We're up to 2nd, so we got 1 truck to pass. And who is it? We don't need to look at the fuel anymore. Matt Mills has somehow managed to stretch the fuel as well. We'll see how it goes. We've got... I think we're going to catch him now. So we go into the lead. We've taken the lead at Iowa Speedway, as we have almost a lap on TJ Bell, who is the 2nd place truck. Holy cow. Not counting chickens yet. But it's looking pretty good, as Stuart Friesen was very slow down there on the inside. 7 laps to go. 6 laps now, so we're good on fuel. We're good on fuel. So now it's just don't bring out a yellow. Do not have any yellows come out. Yellow will screw me out of a win. We've got 15 seconds in hand, so all we need to do is hang on here. This is going to be the most unlikely truck victory of all time if we can pull it off. Oh boy. 5 to go. This is just so tense. You have no idea how tense this all is. Because you just don't know if you're going to be able to hang on to win here at Iowa. This is nuts. 15.3 ahead. Off of turn number 4. Getting 4 laps to go. We're running very, very slow, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of the race. All we need to do is just, we don't have to race these guys. It doesn't matter if they're a lap down or not. Obviously, it would matter if the yellow would come out, but at that point, I'm screwed anyway. And we only need 15th to complete the contract. So we're significantly overachieving in this race. 16 seconds to TJ Bell, 17. So TJ Bell into the pits. Oh yeah, I remember TJ Bell actually is on a different strategy. I had forgotten about that, but back in the pits he goes because he broke earlier in the race. 2 laps to go. We just got to get it around. Oh, this is usually when Heat Evolution would throw the yellow when I was leading. Coming out of 4 with 2 to go. As oh no, Jennifer Joe trying to go to the outside. Just brake nice and easy into turn 3. Come on, give me that white flag. Give me that white flag because it's over. It's over if we get the white. All right, there you go. Now we just need to hang on for 1 more lap. John Hunter Nemechek is the next car, or next truck in line. He's 14.9 behind. Oh boy. Fuel alarm comes on just as we come into turn number 3, out of turn number 4, and we are going to take a truck victory at Iowa Speedway. And we get the I Ain't No Santa theme. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we did that. That is the most BS win ever. But we got it. So there you go. A complete BS race, but I will absolutely take it as we take a truck victory in our rookie season, driving for. I bet Duzat is hanging the rope as we speak because goodness gracious, I took that truck from the back to the front, got the win. Nemechek was last, but we took a victory. Okay, come on. We've got to get a super good contract for the next race. Come on. We've taken a victory. This is as good as a performance as you could possibly expect at this point. Oh, and by the way, we move up to 17th in the points with 6 playoff points now. So, or 17th in the 17th in the points, a win. So that means we should be in the chase, right? Right? Oh, victory celebration pour moi. Unfortunately, I don't get to see my character. I think I'm still sitting in the truck. I'm an introvert. Give me a break. Oh, no, there I am. There I am. There's me. I'm celebrating a victory here at Iowa Speedway. I may have made myself a little too fat. Actually, I don't know. It's close. But I took a victory. Complete and total BS. Oh, look at this. I am so happy that this is in the game. This is like What If Racing said, presentation. It's fantastic, and those FDNY folks are surely very happy that we took a victory. I did not finish 24th. That is fake news. Hey, nice job with a top 15 finish today. We'll keep you in mind for a ride next season. And I get my paltry 27 grand, and they take home the big check, huh? Is that how that works? Well, I will say that's pretty true to life for racing. I'm sure they've got some rich kid about to take the seat for next week. Did you just see that? D Skywalker 01 just won a truck race without a full-time team. Hashtag amazing D Skywalker 01. Thank you, Christopher Bell. Good guy, Christopher Bell. Look at that. That is a cool thing. I bet that doesn't come up in every career mode because I bet not everybody has won that. So it's cool to see there are little extra Easter eggs that you can unlock if you do well. So we've taken a truck race without a full-time ride, and now we move on to the next truck race, which is the Buckle Up in Your Truck 225 at Kentucky Speedway. Surely we will have a ride for this race, right? Right? Oh. That's like getting like stood up at prom, dude. It's like they said yes and then they didn't show up. Ouch. Ouch. Well, we got a Wednesday race and it's the Eldora Dirt Derby. Do you think they're going to let us run Eldora? Let's see. Hey, that's accurate. Accurate to life. Matt Crafton won at Eldora. All right. Let's see if we get an offer here. Okay, just a generic Camping World Truck Series logo. That was a good sign the last time we saw it. So, offer received. What race are we going to race now? Oh, Brad Keselowski Racing. It's funny. We finally won a race, and now suddenly Brad has an open opportunity at his truck team. What a surprise. We could use your help driving the 29 truck at Pocono this Friday. Get a top 7 finish, and we might consider working with you in the future. That's my terrible Brad Keselowski impression, but Brad has some serious expectations. He's got a top 7 finish, but he's going to pay me $40,000 to do it, and it's a 5-star truck, so surely we can do something with this. Let's do it. Let's get to Pocono. Let's find out if we are up to snuff for Brad. So here we are at the Tricky Triangle, Pocono Raceway. This is our first super speedway race. Big time super speedway racing, not just intermediate tracks this time. This is going to be pretty wild, and this is going to be definitely a baptism by fire. But Brad clearly took our win seriously at Iowa, and we're going to get a shot here. So let's qualify and see where we end up. Though I suspect we're going to be... Oh, wow, we didn't qualify last. Oh, my gosh. Wow, wait, what? There you go. That's the power of a 5-star truck. I literally... What? The joke was going to be, I was going to say last. I screwed up turn 1, too. I got really high and wide in turn 1. If I had been able to put together a decent lap, I probably would have not even qualified 26th. I probably would have been, at least 3 or 4 tenths faster. Okay, so 26th. Let's get on with it. I'm feeling confident because Cindric only qualified 10 positions ahead of us. I think we can definitely beat Cindric, and I think we can get that top 7. So here we are, big time super speedway racing. This is it. I mean, this is the big time right here. We're going to try to impress Brad Keselowski. Guidance Counselor Brad, as he's known in this Let's Play. Let's see what we can do here at Pocono. I've actually attended this race. I attended it during the caution clock a year, where they didn't actually run a full caution clock procedure because there were so many crashes. The other thing about this is, look, only 3 laps in the first stage. So this is going to be weird because I don't know if we're even going to need to pit. Depending on how yellows shake out, I'm just going to have to follow exactly what everybody else does. I think we got a fast truck, even though I did not show it in the tunnel turn there. We got a really poor entry. We're going to go 3 wide here with Ross Chastain and TJ Bell, 2 trucks that we already have contracts with. But obviously, we're trying to get a much better contract right now. We get behind Jennifer Joe, down to the inside. Well, I mean, if we get this truck contract, we are going to be in contention for a championship right off the bat. I mean, no offense to Shiggy Hattori, but, whoa. Okay, so no apron in turn 1, David. I might try the outside in turn 1 the next lap around. The other thing is, the way this stage is, the stages are set up at Pocono, you can't undercut. You can't do that thing with only 3 laps here at this race. In stage 1, you can't just pit early. This is going to put everybody pretty much on the same strategy. We got 6 laps remaining of fuel. Oh, as Cindric pounds the safer barrier on the outside. And we may be able to pass Cindric here down the main straightaway depending on the run we get off of turn 3. Down to the inside of Chavos and Nemechek. And a big draft. We're going to get around Cindric with 1 lap to go in the stage. Down to the inside of Quaffle as well. We got a lot of straight line speed in this truck. Around the outside of Stuart Friesen. Truck just a little bit wide in turn 1, but we're going to be able to carry some momentum off of the corner. Side draft with Friesen down the Long Pond straightaway. And now into turn number 2. Lift off early. Get it down right next to the yellow line. That corner, very, very similar to Indianapolis. This next corner, very similar to Milwaukee. And the first corner, very similar to Trenton. All 3 tracks that you should be familiar with if you watch my channel regularly, as we've got a truck very slow on the inside. It may have been Yaley, but it may have been his teammate as well. So it was either Austin Wayne Self or J.J. Yaley, and I just realized that we were coming to the end of the stage. So 11th at the end of stage number 1. Everybody is pitting. There's only 12 laps remaining, so I think we're going to pit, see what we do here, because we're going to stay on the same strategy. That is the way we're going to do it. I'm not going to repair the truck. Don't need to do it. 2 cans of fuel, 4 tires. All right, let's get on with it. So still in 11th. That was playing it safe, but we need to do it that way if we're going to take 7th. And what is this restart looking like? That was an interesting restart. So Regan Smith, J.J. Yaley, a couple of Sprint Cup, or not Sprint Cup, Monster Energy Cup washouts here. We're going to go underneath. 3 wide in turn 1. That generally doesn't work. That doesn't stop IndyCar from trying to do 5 wide every year down in turn 1. As we get up behind Mayad Snyder, who actually qualified on the pole. And we're going to give him a little bit of a shot down the straightaway as we get underneath Shiggy's truck, underneath Truex. Oh, truck washing out just a little bit. Truex back to the inside. And we are running right where we should. Right where we should, as we're going to pass Snyder here into turn 3. Move up into our 7th position, but Truex put us in the wall. And there we go, wrecking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah, jeez, I can't believe that. We've got 1 lap to go in the stage, though. So we'll be able to repair the truck, but we're going to have to absolutely go for it at the end of this race. Because otherwise, oh man, that is not what needed to happen. Oh, I don't know whose fault that was. I may have been mine. Oh, jeez, I can't believe that. Oh, from the thrill of victory to the agony of defeat, man. And the truck is overheating because the radiator's absolutely shot. We're going to just... oh, man. I can't believe that happened. We're going to have to kind of putt around here, just get her to the end of the stage. Should be completed right about now. Yeah, there you go, 29th. Well, we'll pull the car into the pits, get her repaired. We're not going to lose a lap because of how long this track is. And we're just going to have to see what's going to happen now. We're just going to have to go for it and make up 27 positions. And everybody else pitted, or at least a lot of folks pitted. So we're going to have to see how this works out as we go back to racing here with 8 laps remaining in the race. So we actually get a decently length, a stage of decent length there, and we've already got more trouble occurring out front as one truck did not get going. It's Duzat, the truck I took to the win in the last race, or at least the last race for me, but moves us up fairly nicely here underneath Friesen here for the 20th position. As Regan Smith trying to work around the outside, we split Friesen, and And now, hopefully, be able to battle with Yaley here as Smith, very close, scraping off of Smith. Do a little bit of side drafting here down into turn number 3. Now move to the outside of Yaley. Smith trying to go to the extreme outside of turn 3. Bold move. Didn't pull it off. And now Christopher Bell, who is so nice to us on Twitter. Gonna see what we can do as we sneak up around the outside of Truex, but nowhere to go. We're kind of blocked in here. It seems like there's some slow trucks out in front as Smith is going to very wisely try to take advantage of that situation. Couldn't quite do it though. And we're going to just plate race pretty much down the long pond as we get 4 wide. Yeah, there are definitely some slow trucks here. Boyd, oh man, we almost wrecked the Truex again. Truex going to dive to the inside once again. Bounce off of Boyd. Christopher Bell back to the inside, so he's going to move back around. This is like a multi-class sports car race. We got the very fast trucks in the back trying to overtake the slower trucks in the front. And it's just, there's a lot of bobbing and weaving in traffic. Look at that move down to the inside of Truex. Through the center. Oh, that was so close to getting turned. But we're closing in our goal right here. Closing in on it. The inside of TJ Bell, we spin it. Managed to keep it under control. Somehow managed to save that. Oh, we had such an amazing run there. We had such an amazing run, but we've lost it once again. Man, I am choking bad, dude. We got 4 laps to go. Still longer than the first stage, so plenty of time. Truex and Bell seem to be the fastest trucks. So if we can get back around them in traffic, it'll be good. But Yaley, very fast there as well. We're going to see what's going to happen with the slower truck of Peck here. Oh, I tried to sneak in, cut Gilliland off at the pass, but it didn't work. There's a slow trucks coming into the pits. Chastain got screwed there. Going to move up to 11th. Jennifer Joe got a really bad run off of turn number 3. She tries to block me to the outside, but we move up to 8th position. To the outside of Yaley we go. And actually make the move stick. Move up into 7th, where we need to be. Now let's go for a race win. As I know I'm going to need to pass TJ Bell as Corbin Forrester very slow in the center there. And we're going to have to battle Truex for the win. Battle Shiggy Hattori's truck. The driver I was so happy to drive for versus the driver who has been so nice to me with his guidance counseling, as we've got Christopher Bell side by side, who was nice to me on Twitter. So really, we're racing a bunch of folks that I don't necessarily want to beat. But we're going to get a really good run as we got 4 laps to go. And I'm going to take the spotter's advice this time. We don't need to push too hard. As one of the slower trucks, it's Young there, who was the winner at Daytona, if you'll remember. And we'll run with Truex here. I guess we'll battle with Truex. We're going to have to get up there. I think it's Cody Coughlin. So we'll bump draft Truex just a little bit here. Send him off into turn 2. Hopefully not wreck him, which we didn't do. And we'll try to use him as a good draft down the main straightaway here. So we'll send it off into turn 3, right down on the curb, which you can run in this game and not bounce up in the air. But Truex very fast off of turn 3. He actually got a better exit than I did. I may have apexed too early there. Now down the main straightaway with 3 laps to go. As long as the first stage is this little run right here, as Truex got down on the flat and almost spun the truck out. You saw him got loose. Maybe I should have passed Truex rather than give him a shot down the straightaway. As we got, yes, it is Cody Coughlin, so I was right. And lift just ever so slightly into turn 2. Try to get the run off of the corner pretty decently there. Running in behind Truex. Can we get to the outside? Maybe. cut in. Oh, Joe Coughlin and Truex in the pits. What? Well, we've got 2 laps left of fuel. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. Oh, dear. Are we going to need to pit? We're almost out of gas. Do I stretch it? Do I stretch it? Christopher Bell still behind. We're going to see when it switches over to 1 lap. Oh dear, I don't know what I'm going to do now. We're still at 2 laps heading into the tunnel turn. Well, I feel like I should we're going to run out on the back straightaway here. But I need 7th. Do I pit? I'll pit. I'll be a sissy and pit. We'll hang on to our position as best we can, get it down to the speed limit, which we did just barely. And we'll go with half a can of fuel just to get us to the end as cars are passing us or trucks are passing us. Oh, good Lord. Are we going to lose positions? Are we going to lose the 7th place? Oh, God. I may have completely just screwed this up. Oh, I may have screwed this up. Oh, look at that truck. That is in bad shape, but there you go. There's a splash. Where did we fall? 12th. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, I should have stayed out. Oh, I should have stayed out. Now down to 13th, actually. Oh, we're going to lose the contract for Brad Keselowski. Oh, dude. Oh, man, I'm gut-wrenched. Gut-wrenched. Absolutely gutted. As somebody has won the race who had more guts than I did. This is where we would have run out. Oh, man. That is so unfortunate. Well, we screwed up in Brad Keselowski's truck, and we are not going to get the contract in our first race with Brad Keselowski. Ouch. Ouch. That one hurts. Oh, so 13th. Unlucky 13th, man. I cannot believe that we didn't manage to pull that off. That is such a shame. Such a shame. Noah Gragson took the victory. Oh, man. Well, let's head back and see what guidance counselor Brad has to say about that. It's not going to be good news, I don't think. You missed out on getting that top 7 finish. Don't feel bad. Pocono's a tough track. Keep working hard and you'll get there. 0 payout from Brad Keselowski. Oh, dear. I don't want to accept that, but it seems it's the only option I have. Ben Rhodes, hey, been following your progress this season. I'm excited to see what team you choose. Hashtag tough choices from Ben Rhodes. Well, thanks, Ben. I appreciate it. Watch me get his truck now. Ooh, that would be awkward. Well, the LTI Printing 200 at Michigan. I do like Michigan, and that's a pretty crazy track for trucks. Let's see if we got an offer. So we impressed somebody with that terrible performance. And we've got the pedigree car for Kyle Busch Motorsports. We could use your help driving the 46 truck at Michigan this Friday. Get a top 7 finish, and we might consider working with you in the future. So, well, we screwed up racing for Brad, but can we race well for Kyle? Find out in the next video when we go to Michigan, which is usually an absolutely insane race for the trucks. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been David Land on YouTube, and we'll see you at Michigan.